Welcome back. A lot of kids would love to learn how to play a musical instrument, but they're just not able to afford to buy or rent one.
So today we are going to tell you about a group working hard to get instruments in the hands of young people right here in our community. Eric Tillich is the president and CEO of the Wisconsin Conservatory of Music. He is here along with Mary Anna Mykrantz, who donated her saxophone during the last instrument drive. Great to see both of you.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. I think I remember talking about your instrument drive last year. Was it a success?
Yeah, it was a great success. We had over 250 instruments come into the conservatory. Right. We raised a bunch of money to repair them, and then the best part, wait for it, they went out to the kids.
Yay!
So that was,
to completion.
Yeah, right, to completion. So we decided to roll it up again and get some more instruments into kids' hands.
You mentioned the repairing part, and I did not think about it until I read the information about your segment today, but getting them in good working condition. It's one thing to have an instrument, especially if it's older, but for somebody to be able to play it and really learn to play music well, it has to be repaired and fixed and tuned and all those things.
So on average, it's about $180 to repair any instrument. We kind of did the math, but you know, some instruments like Mariana's can cost up to $400 to repair. So we really want to make sure, to your point, that these instruments are going to be useful and helpful to the kids that are going to get them. So
I get it, because my son's saxophone, you know, we had a relative donate her sax that, you know, was in her parents' closet forever, and the pads were hard on it and it needed to be done, so we ended up just having to buy a new one. And parents really go through that, and I can only imagine what it's like for kids who couldn't afford the instrument in the first place. Mary Anna, tell us about the saxophone that you donated on the last drive.
My saxophone was made in France, in Paris.
Wow.
And it's a rather unique instrument. I played it in high school and I played it in college, and I really, other than the French names on it, I didn't appreciate how wonderful it was. My parents had to sacrifice a bit. They were both public school teachers, so we're on kind of a tight budget. But I had a band director who thought the world of me, and I thought the world of him, and he sent this instrument to my father, and my father ended up buying it. And I have a strong emotional attachment to it, which is why I've had it all these years.
Yes. Moved with it, I'm sure.
Yes, it came with me wherever I went. I haven't played it in many years, but it just seemed like it was never anything I could give up or, you know, give away until I heard about this instrument drive. And I'm a retired educator, and there are three things I'm really passionate about. Those are children and education and music. And this instrument drive combined all of those.
That is so wonderful. We actually received copies of some letters that you got at the conservatory.
These are terrific,
and
too.
These are really fantastic letters. So from the last drive, Casey said, "Because of you, I now have my very own viola to keep forever. This means so much to me on my future dreams," which is so cute. And then Ryan said, and this is so beautiful, "Thank you for the bass, but also your gratitude. We did have to give up, you didn't have to give up your bass guitar, but you did to help a young musician. I promise to take good care of the instrument and practice it to the best of my ability."
That's so sweet, isn't it?
I think that is absolutely adorable.
Awesome.
I feel
This
good
embodies
about our
what's going on.
students.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is embodied what we're trying to do here, which is just inspire young people to play the instruments, right?
Yeah.
And they can't do it unless they have the instruments. So it's an easy thing to do, right?
So tell us about the drive, what
Yeah.
you're looking for, and then how you get them in the hands of kids.
So we virtually take every instrument. No pianos, no organs, obviously for you know, practical reasons.
Yeah.
But people can drop off their instruments right at the Prospect location in Milwaukee, 1584 North Prospect. You see us on the right-hand side. We're the big building where we teach a lot of music, right? And then we also have a location out on Brown Deer Road at Audubon Court, right in Bayside.
Okay.
And then also, I mean, it's very nice. Melk Music and Brass Bell have also teamed up with us, so you can drop off your instruments there too. We take them throughout the year. So this Saturday is kind of the culmination of it, but people stop in all the time and just say, "Hey, my violin is yours. So it's a cool thing.
So nice.
Yeah.
And then you actively look for kids to give them to. I bet there's lots of them.
So one of the coolest moments was last year. We went to Golda Meir, which you're probably familiar with, MPS school, and we gave away 25 I consider them brand new because they're repaired instruments to kids. And the smiles, the joy, I mean, it was just a really inspiring moment. So,
It is the coolest thing.
So kids are getting these instruments, we know, and we have stories like this. So.
Yeah,
Be like Mariana.
Yeah, and Mariana's
Exactly.
point, we all
Right.
have probably sentimental attachments to our instruments, but knowing where they're going and that it's
Right.
going to bring such joy to a child who can't afford an instrument is huge. So I thank you both so much for being here. This Saturday is the instrument drive, so we want to highlight that. It's October 5th, but keep in mind they take instruments all throughout the year. There are 4 locations, which you mentioned. You can also go online to find those locations and more about this drive. It's wcmusic.org/instrument-drive. The Wisconsin Conservatory of Music putting instruments in the hands of kids and playing it forward. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks to both
And
of
it can
you.
be life-changing
There
for
you
a
go.
right.
student.
On a
Perfect
final
point.
note.
Right, I like
Agree.
that.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.